Hi. I'd like to show you how I've been using Claude to assist me writing some software. I have a background in software development, but admittedly, it's been 5 or 6 years since I've really, I would say, like written software and done anything other than the most, basic cobbling together of Lambda functions or scripts like that. So one of the things I've done here in Claude is I've created a project called Python Coding Assistant, and you can see that it's really just focused on being an expert for Python. But I actually added Git to that. Let's look at the custom instructions here. So it's an expert in all things Python and Git. It's supposed to help me. Come overcome my hurdles. I want it to be helpful and encouraging, casual tone, but continue to provide explanations, right? And just some other things here. I had a best practice guide generate this prompt, so there's nothing secret in it. You could just generate your own. Okay, but it's Python. So one of the things is I have this PDF of 1,000 different files that was all in a Git repository, and I only wanted to check out a subset of the files. I didn't want to check out the whole thing, but I couldn't remember the command, and I could have looked together and maybe spent 10 minutes or whatever, or I could just say, hey, how do I clone just a single folder within a Git repo? And then it takes me through this process of how you would do that in a way. And I remember doing all of this, and this would have been something that would have been like complete muscle memory for me, like I said, 5 to 6 years ago. But it's not. And I'm older and admittedly probably lazier. And so I just said, well, why don't you make a little bash script from that? And let's take a look at it, right? And it has error handling. Like, it's a much better bash script than that I know is running in production at several places on Earth right now. But this is great. I mean, this is inherently useful, and I'll also just tell you it worked, right? So the next piece of this was I began copying and pasting these files from here into Visual Code Studio. So here was the repo checkout script. I ran it. It worked just fine. I ended up with the files that I wanted in the way that I wanted them, and then that's it for this thread. So the other piece then is I needed to analyze those files, extract the contents of those PDFs, and then send it to the Claude API for processing, because these are privacy policies. I'm looking to do some categorization of if the privacy policy allows them to sell or not to sell data, your data as a customer. So let's go back up here. Scroll back up to the top. Apologies for the vertigo. Okay. Oh, no. Where is it? This one. Where did I get the original script? Okay. Well, I got a original script somewhere. Maybe this was in a different chat or something. But, maybe I asked. Oh yeah, I did ask it in a different chat. Let me just show you for future proof here, or prior work or whatever. Uh, yeah, okay, right. So in the thing that created the original, like I helped me create a prompt, right? This was kind of me going overboard. So laying out, I have 1,000, privacy policy documents. What's the least time consuming way? And it made a script, right? And so that was the place I started, right? I just couldn't remember. Let's go back. Okay. Sorry for the vertigo again. Okay, so back up here at the top. So what's great is because I told it that I'm using Homebrew, I'm on OS X, or whatever they call it now, Mac OS. And Homebrew was like a way to install packages on your local machine. And Python always vexes me with virtual env, and there's like 4 or 5 different derivatives of it now, or whatever. So I don't, I don't have a clean Python environment set up. I know it, but so go through, installed some of the dependencies. It told me how to, I needed to export my key as an environment variable. It really helped me set up all of it. And then I had a question like, hey, do I need to install SQLite via Homebrew or whatever? And then it explained that like, no, it comes with the Python standard library, which I guess I remembered at some point. I knew that. But that OS X also, no, sorry, Mac OS also comes with a version of it. So anyway, so then I need to install that, right? And it continues to modify the script to help me set some different variables, etc. And I really had it walk through a process of modifying the script with me. So the first thing was, well, I don't want to hard code the prompt. I want to have the prompt in a little template file locally. So here's what the prompt looks like, and how would it do that? And it modifies the script, and I can just copy and paste down here, copy the contents. I can just copy and paste the contents of this, and I was running it locally. Sometimes I would get an error. Most times, at least initially, not. Here is an example of when I got an error. It was a missing argument. So, and that was because it wasn't reading the PDFs, or I wasn't getting the text interpolated correctly, and that took me a while to figure out. This really helped me step through the errors, right? So, I say here's my error, and then it says, oh yeah, let me look here. Here's how you change it, right? So, here is another one that I got, and I pasted the context of the full file, right? Because it was at some point just spitting out little snippets of the file and not the full file. And I thought, well, it'd be helpful just for it to have the full thing of what I'm running. So then it's like, oh, you do need to change the messaging API that you used. Apparently, I was using an older, Claude API. And then, like there was like in the change of doing one thing, it removed a change from another. And so I said, hey, we're missing the place where it interpolates the prompt, whatever. And so then we add that back, right? And then I finally, I get it works. And I say, okay, this column though is really long. It's storing it in a SQLite database, which was its own idea, which is brilliant, marvelous, loved it. But I'd like to paginate through it. And so it wrote this little SQL Python script that pipes through less, which is a command that allows you to see more or less of the text that you're looking at. And this also largely worked right out of the gate. And so then I had to troubleshoot some, and then I got it all working, right? And just going through it here. Like right now, it's I've had to add rate limiting and all the common things that you'd end up kind of stumbling through on a script, anyways, and you can see it running right now, right? And it also I wrote a privacy analysis. Let me just pop this up here. Privacy analysis. This is over my little sample set here. And I mean, it colorized it. This is all things that Claude wrote for me, and I really just copy and pasted here to Visual Code Studio. So, I know I have some unique and special, no pun intended, like I used to be a programmer, right? So I understand how all this works. Or I could write the software, but it would take me so long. I have to look up, and I would stumble so long, and I would just end up getting tripped up on meaningless things, right? Things that were not actually necessary to help me get to my goal. So it was just much easier to have Claude tell me, install this, run this command, run this command. So if you're not using these tools to help you write your software, I highly recommend it. Yeah, you should get yourself one if you have the means. That's it. Have a good day.